You love growing figs and have two different books about growing figs. One is called Growing Figs in Cold Climates, 150 of your questions answered, and then Growing Figs Where You Think You Can't. So why figs? What are some challenges, and why are some reasons to grow figs?
Okay. Well, so for me in Toronto, obviously figs, I'm really pushing the boundaries, and that's a fun challenge for me. But the thing is with figs is that when you pick them and they're immature, they don't ripen anymore. But to be shipped, they have to be picked before they're perfectly ripe. So the ones that we might find at the supermarket, the so-called fresh figs, they're never as good and jammy and sweet as the ones that we can grow ourselves. So that's really the top reason to grow figs, aside from all the different varieties too. And a friend of mine here in the Toronto area was up to 300 different varieties, I think, at one point, all different colors and shapes and tastes. Key point about figs is that they can take more cold than a lot of people realize. And so what that means is that if we are creative gardeners, we can often find a way to make them work in cold climate gardeners. And if you're growing figs in the ground, I like to throw out about 14 Fahrenheit as a winter low. They can sometimes take colder than that too, but that's a pretty safe temperature. In pots, you can't go quite as cold, so probably 23 Fahrenheit is a safe lower limit. But what that means with those temperatures, if you're growing in pots, for example, I have an insulated garage, so I just roll my fig plants into the garage for the winter. If you're in a cold climate, and you have figs growing in the ground, some people in colder areas, like here in Toronto, they'll lay the plants flat to the ground and mulch them. Or some people build a structure around them. So if you're creative, you can get them to survive through the winter.
For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.